If you didn't know, better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Put a man in motion to the right. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
This is Turner. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there.
Here we go, side. Move 58.
Play action now for Fields. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go. 58, who's here, set? Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it! 66 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set, go.
Now, Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He works free, right side. Still going. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
No mas, no. Here we go, we're good. Turn balls, Delta, Delta. Set high.
They go play action with Fields. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
At midfield.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play there for the Raiders. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the
So the
8-yard
big
line.
play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. You got a 222, 220 tonight.
To throw is Fields. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly...
It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point try forthcoming. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. He gets free. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A grab there for Wilson, his 1st of the game, and gives his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Left side in the hands of London. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and you're able to convert.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. They'll motion the slot man right. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Here we go, Scott. Turtles, there. Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Open man downfield, he's got his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Alpha. 319, can I see that?
Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Second and inches.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Hey, can. Stay high.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vegas. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, here's Penix. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. On a bounce at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 331. Right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Working across the field, he's got Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 37 yards.
28-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First down, Fields. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Dante Thornton, touchdown Raiders. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one taken in by London. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds. That was a fantastic return.
And not only a heck of a return, but it changes a little bit of the coach's strategy. You're thinking he's just going to sit on this score. He's willing to take it into the locker room for the half. All of a sudden now you get a big return. You got a short field. And this offense has a chance to steal some points here before halftime.
Here we go, son. Right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to take a shot down the field.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game. But I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. There's a short one. He's got screens. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out back to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can. Bud, get out.
Play action now for Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Fields now on 2nd down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Open man. He's got it. It's London. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that'll set up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. And from out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Here we go, Zach. Zach.
Fields from the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Hey, Ken.
They go play action with Fields. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
48-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's thrown right side, but into
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's fourth down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, a field goal try at least gives you a chance to take the lead. I think at this stage, early in the second half, Mike, if I'm this coach, I think I'm thinking long and hard. Do I have a play I love? If I do, let's be aggressive and extend this possession and hopefully come away with 6.
He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stumble on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
That is caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to open up the lead to 8.
Makes the score. Raiders 34. Falcons 26.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back dreams that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 28.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll begin the fourth by giving it to Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action. Penix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go play action now with Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it.
That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, son. 319, just that. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. They'll get it to Powers on the screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that
look like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
It's third down. Third and long.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. On the run to the right. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. From the gun, here is Penix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Eleven. Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. Bruce to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Bowers. And third down coming up.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10.
331. Up. Go.
Pistol snap, back to Fields. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. Now a timeout. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
11. 319. You got to that?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the Falcons' 29-yard line.
Blue 58. Hey, never mind. Monday.
Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hand.
Oh, with a pressure there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now Falcons will use their third final timeout. Get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Right.
Fields to throw. Plus to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield. It's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Third and goal.
Here we go. 319, that's right. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is caught at the 3. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal.
58, here's that.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Quentin Strange was his intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
4th down, and here's Penix. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Here we go.
This is the best starting field position you could ever have. 1st and goal from the 1. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.
Go.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. So this one, a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.